Hi, welcome to this week's update, and for this one I'm going to be trying something a little different. Well, it's not really that different, I'm just going to be putting some kind of context and meaning around it. So whenever I record the weeklies, I try and capture some footage on a Thursday of something that I found interesting racing, driving during the week, but I want to pay a bit more attention to it as I put it together, and I'll be calling it out and detailing exactly what it is at the end of the video. So what I'll try and put in place for these is, some of it will be mod content, some of it will be original content, and I'll just try and talk a little bit about why I've enjoyed that particular combo for this week, and if it is mod content, I'll leave some links in the description so that you can go and pick it up yourselves. So let me know in the comments if you like that idea and if you think it's worth keeping, because if it is, I'll keep doing it. If it's not, I won't annoy you guys with it. But back now to the actual weekly update, and kicking off with RFactor 2. We've had two pieces of content to drop for this. First of all, the Portland International Raceway was updated, and then also the EX0 2021 electric car was released as new DLC content for this. So I've done videos on both of these, and I'll link to those in the comments section down below, but the short version is they're both really good, and I really enjoyed both of them. And it did go to show I'd not really spent enough time at Portland in the past, because I'd forgotten it's an absolutely great track, being perfectly honest. We then had a new content drop, the December update for WRC 9. As far as we're aware, this is the last content update for WRC 9, but we'll see if we get further patches and improvements for it. So what we got with regard to this was we got a new car, the Toyota Yaris concept car. We also got some new stages for Portugal, and we got a new gameplay mode, an online gameplay mode called Co-Driver, where you take turns in either being the driver or the co-driver, and as the co-driver you have to basically call out the pace notes to people. I've not had a chance to play around with that new mode, but I have given the new Yaris and Portugal stages a good going over, and once again I'll post a link to that down below. That's going to apply for an awful lot of this stuff. Wreckfest then brought a new track, Eagles Peak, I think it's called Eagles Peak, which is part of an upgrade. And it's a really good track. They put a lot of good work into making sure that the forward and reverse variations of the track are quite different. And alongside that, we also got some new DLC, the Racing Heroes pack, which brought admittedly with different names because licensing yada yada yada. We got the Mini Cooper S heavily modified version, Opel Ascona 400, Opel Manta 400, and Buick Grand National, and all three of them are really good, and once again, video down below in the descriptions of that. F1 2020 also got an update. No video on this one because I've not had a chance to play around with it yet, but this has brought the new, rather now not new because the season's over for it, the 2020 F2 car. The main difference being this car's testing future regulation tyres with a bigger wheel rim and a lower profile tyre. So they've added that car, all of the teams and all of the drivers from the 2020 season have been added. Unfortunately, I've not had time yet to have a good play around with that. I'm hoping to maybe get some time with that over the weekend. Then upcoming next week, we know we've got the new DLC for Project Cars 3, which is bringing 3 new cars and a load of cosmetic tat to go with it. An update did drop for it, I think, last week, but I'll be perfectly honest with you, I've just really not found I was going to say time, but the honest truth is motivation to fire it up and have a look at it. So I'll try and do both of them next week when the DLC drops. mainly because I want to compare it to something, and we'll come back and see what that is next week, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that video. So that's pretty much all of the news for this week, certainly that I'm aware of. If I've missed anything, do drop a note down in the comments below and let me know, as always. And now on to what you've been watching in between the pop-ups. So this is the Mount Kina and Togu section. This is V1.7, which it's important you get that version, and I'll link to that down below. The reason being, it adds some absolutely excellent cams to the track, which I think the race department version, which is where I originally picked it up from, doesn't have. And the one with the cams is quite important to pick up because there's some great cam work on there. Please note, not all of the video and replay footage you've been watching is from those cams. Some of it is also using the drone cam mod, which is available on race department, and I'll link to that down below because that's a cool one to play around with as well. And the car in question is a Rod Vw Beetle, and this is a great little car. It's not much cup for racing, it's not really what it's meant for. It's meant for just having fun and driving around in. It's a really detailed mod. It's not finished yet, there's still some work to do on it. There's no animation for the fluffy dice on the mirrors, for example, and the wipers are a bit sulky at clearing rain at the moment, but don't let that put you off. It's simply a gorgeous looking car, it really is, and it's just fun to cruise around in. And I had a lot of fun with this combo doing just that over the course of this week, so I'll pop links to both the track and the car down below, as well as the drone cam tool, which is a really nice mod. If you do pick them up and you do enjoy them, please do let me know what you think down below. So that's everything for this week from me. Thank you very much for listening, and if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe away to the channel, and also hit the icon button to be notified when new videos get uploaded. So thanks very much for watching, take care.